Welcome to the second video on getting top dollar for the sale of your home. If you missed the first one, not a big deal. You can go back and catch up anytime. Well, now let's talk about improvements that you can make before you put your home up for sale. First section, green upgrades, energy efficient and environmentally friendly things you can do to improve the sale of your home. One of the bonuses of creating a home that's friendly to the environment is it also makes your house worth more. Of all the improvements and upgrades that you can make to your home, it has been shown that green improvements often deliver the most return on investment, or ROI, in terms of dollar for dollar added value to your home. Well, let's start with a very simple no-brainer maintenance item that should be done regularly, whether you're planning to sell right away or not, and that is to replace the filters in your central heat and air conditioner. It's amazing how many sellers neglect this simple and inexpensive item. Not only does it save you money on your utility bills and make your HVAC unit more efficient, it also gives you cleaner air to breathe. Plus, it tells buyers that you take care of routine maintenance items in your home. Your heating and air conditioning system is likely the largest consumer of energy in your home, so it makes sense to have it functioning as efficiently as possible. Make sure the outside unit of the air conditioner is in prime condition, that the fins are straight and unobstructed. It can easily become clogged with grass clippings, spider webs, or dirt. A good power washing will do wonders for the efficiency of your outside unit, not to mention making it look nice and newer. Next, check the ducts in the attic. Are they sealed and insulated, and is the airflow unobstructed? If a smoker has lived in the house or a lot of pets, especially cats, sometimes it pays to have the ducts professionally cleaned. This improves the flow of the air and also the quality of air by removing potential allergens. One final tip for greening an older existing HVAC unit is to install a digital thermostat with programmable timers. If you have one of the old mechanical thermostats, thermostat ensures the heating system installed in your house works optimally. This gadget can be set to turn your heat or air on or off at certain times and to what temperature the heat will rise or fall. A thermostat can be your partner in lowering your energy bill. When shopping for a new thermostat, make sure you select one with an Energy Star symbol. A newer arrival in the last 10 years or so in the lineup of green energy efficient upgrades are tankless water heaters. They heat the water on demand and can easily supply immediate hot water in a normal family home. The benefits is that you're not wasting energy keeping 50 plus gallons of hot water there day and night. If a house has old single pane windows, installing energy efficient double pane windows can make a huge difference in maintaining a comfortable home. Plus, new windows look so much better than old windows, which adds value. Installing insulation in the attic lowers utility bills and keeps the house warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer, while dramatically reducing heating and cooling bills. Properly installed weather stripping around doors and windows can also make a big difference, especially in older homes where there is a draft or air coming in from the outside. Ceiling fans are also a great green feature. They circulate the air in the room, which makes it feel cooler in the summer. This allows you to keep the thermostat set 2 or 3 degrees warmer without feeling warmer because of the air movement, so your air conditioner will run less. Many homeowners do not realize that even in the winter, ceiling fans can be useful and actually keep you warmer. How? In the reverse setting at low speed, they circulate the warmer air, which is always rising to the ceiling, down to the walls and floor. The result is your heater doesn't have to generate as much heat in the winter. Adding more natural light is a great feature that almost every buyer will love. You may look at adding a skylight or a sky tube or enlarging windows, which can be fairly expensive. Or you can do something as simple as replacing light-inhibiting window treatments, such as large dark drapes, for newer window blinds or curtains that allow more light in. This can make a huge difference. Light and bright homes look more welcoming, pleasant, and bigger all at the same time. When it comes to electrical lighting, going from incandescent lights to fluorescent or even LED light makes significant difference. LED and even fluorescent lights reduce heat production and lower energy consumption. And of course, generally they make a house look more modern and up to date. If you're on a budget, you can do something simple like replacing the incandescent light bulbs with fluorescent bulbs, which can often be purchased very inexpensively. In addition to all the energy and aesthetic benefits of greening your home, there are sometimes government credits for making certain green upgrades to your home. Take advantage of these potential rebates and incentives, which may be available for items such as water-conserving appliances and low-flow plumbing features, adding solar panels, insulation, or efficient doors and windows, replacing grass with native drought-tolerant landscaping, not here in South Carolina, but other places. There will be some websites in the description below where you can check this out and see if they apply in your area. Now it's time to champion your energy efficient, environmentally friendly property to buyers. Once you've done all this greening of your property, make sure that it is highlighted in the marketing of your home. Depending on how much green upgrading you've done, these upgrades may or may not necessarily be a headliner item, but they are definitely features that grab a buyer's attention and may fetch you a higher sales price. Now, let's move on to some makeup for your house. Fresh paint, flooring, and roof. Repainting the interior and exterior of a house is one of the most common update items that can give you a great return on your investment when you're planning to sell. Replacing flooring can be slightly more costly, but can also make a big difference. Finally, the condition of the roof is more than just a cosmetic issue. It's also a structural component of your property. Here, I'll focus mostly on painting simply because it is typically the most cost-effective improvement to consider. Just like you may get dressed up to go out, you want to dress to impress when it comes to presenting your house to the market. Fresh paint on a house has been compared to putting makeup on for someone going out into public or being on television. It's inconvenient, but the result is simply worth the effort. Fresh paint makes the house look nicer, newer, more attractive. A recent paint job also makes your care for your home obvious. If there are obvious maintenance needs, such as painting that have been deferred, buyers and the buyer's real estate agents will automatically wonder what less obvious items have been neglected during your ownership of the home. Exterior paint is much more than a cosmetic item on a house. In addition to making your home look better, outside paint also protects your home from the elements. If the existing paint job on your house is cracking or peeling at all and is showing exposed wood on your eaves or windows as an example, painting the exterior may be a lender requirement for many banks to be willing to give the buyer a new loan on the property. Paint that is showing these signs of wear is considered deferred maintenance, and if not addressed, will allow moisture to penetrate and damage the structure of the home over time. Of course, masonry siding such as brick and natural stone normally do not need paint at all, and repainting exteriors such as stucco or hardy plank is not typically required for protecting the exterior from the elements so much as just making the home look good. And properly installed vinyl siding should not need painting at all. What color paint should you use? Now, that is a great question. For the exterior, it's generally best to go with a color that's fairly conservative and that fits with other homes in the neighborhood. There are always exceptions, and there are a lot of opinions. However, earth tones are usually a safe bet. If you're not sure, this could be a great question for a professional decorator, as you can probably get a safe recommendation from them just by having a conversation with one. On the interior, there are a lot more options to think about, such as using different colors in different rooms or a two-tone color schemes, etc. Again, go conservative and stay neutral. If you're repainting the entire interior just for the purpose of getting your home ready for market, one or most two colors will generally work for the entire house. Now, there are exceptions to this. For example, if you have a luxury home with extensive trim work or textured surfaces, paint choices can be a little more complicated. If an interior decorator designed it to begin with, it is probably a good idea to consult with them on any changes. However, in most cases, a simple solution is to just stay with existing colors unless they're obviously outdated or hideous. Even if your interior paint still looks like new but is a unique color, you might want to consider neutralizing any colors that are really loud, such as yellow or lime green, or intense like dark red or purple. And this would be a good conversation to have with an interior decorator or stager or your real estate agent. Another great option is to visit model homes of new builders in the area and see what colors they're using. If your interior paint is fairly recent and still looks fresh, you can often get by with just touch-ups. However, make sure that the touch-up paint is a true match to the existing paint. Touch-up paint should be invisible once it's done. If you can tell where the touch-ups are made, it's really bad news. Repaint. Nothing looks worse than a shoddy touch-up job. The goal here is typically not to make a statement or be distinctive with your choice of color. Go for pleasant, not loud. Remember, the goal is to make a sale, not a statement with your colors. Here are the most common reasons to replace flooring. First, carpet. If it's outdated, stained, or anything other than a neutral color, it will cost you. Replacing it with a nice neutral color carpet that is appropriate for the price range of your home can make good sense. Two things to keep in mind. A better quality padding makes the carpet feel much nicer, so avoid low quality padding. Also, you want an installer that knows what he's doing. A trend in a lot of areas is more hard surfaced flooring, such as hardwood, tile, or even high quality laminates, even in rooms that have traditionally been carpeted, such as bedrooms, hallways, and dens. More people are opting for hard surfaces. The two main benefits are that hard surfaces can last longer and they're more friendly to people with allergies because they're easier to keep clean. Whatever decisions that you make on flooring, it pays to do your research and consult with an expert before you start. Now, the roof. The most important issue with your roof is really more functional than cosmetic. Its main job is to protect your house. Replacing the roof can be quite expensive and should really only be considered if necessary. There are exceptions to this, but they are really beyond the scope of this talk. The first and usually the simplest step is to call your insurance agent and have them send out an insurance inspector or adjuster. Check the insurability of your roof. If they say it's in good shape, you're probably safe. If you're joining me for the first time and want to learn everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Greenville, South Carolina, please subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Greenville, South Carolina. We get calls and emails every day from people like you looking for help making their move to Greenville or selling their Greenville home for top dollar, and we love it. Whether you're planning to move in 7 or 70 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we can help you make a smooth move in or to Greenville, South Carolina. Now, next up is first impressions, fresh and young landscaping. Curb appeal is the most powerful first impression a buyer gets when they pull up in front of your house. And as they say, first impressions are lasting impressions. Having a well-maintained and attractive landscaping in the front yard makes a house look happy and loved. If a nicely manicured front yard makes them want to come into your house, a cleanly landscaped backyard makes them not want to leave. This is the 1-2 punch that you're looking for. What if you have landscaping that's more mature? Even if it's been well maintained, older, larger bushes and shrubs make the house look older. This is especially true when you have bushes that have grown so high in a flower bed next to the house that they cover up the windows. Some people consider this a benefit because it screens the windows and can give extra privacy. While this might be true for the homeowner, it is also true that home burglars like to look for cover and love to come in through windows that are shielded from the street or neighbors' views by huge shrubbery. However, the main consideration for selling for top dollar is simply aesthetics. Before you rush out and start digging up old overgrown bushes, do a little more research and look at all your options. Landscaping, especially buying new shrubs and trees, can get very expensive very fast. Remember, the goal is return on investment with any money that you plan to spend to improve landscaping. As a general rule, younger shrubs and plants make a house look younger and accentuate the home itself. Planting flowers is always a good idea because they give great color and life to the property, make it come alive. This is not to say that mature trees and shrubs need to go. In fact, mature trees give character to a house and can be an extremely valuable feature for both shade and aesthetics. One thing to consider and pay attention to with large trees, especially fast-growing trees, is how the roots can affect foundations and underground plumbing, including sprinkler systems and sewers. Many times, builders will plant fast-growing trees because they look better faster and because they tend to be less expensive. The problem is that these species of trees tend to be more susceptible to disease and insects and more vulnerable to storms because of their rapid growth. A tree planted close to the foundation can hurt the foundation in two ways. First, from direct pressure of the tree or its roots pushing up against the foundation of the house or driveway or sidewalk. Second is the roots can grow a long way under the house and pull the moisture from the soil, causing the soil under the foundation to become too dry and contract, which can lead to possible structural problems with the house, especially if the house is built on expansive soil such as clay. Check with an experienced landscaper in your area, or better yet, consult a structural engineer. Native, low-maintenance landscaping is becoming very popular. In addition to requiring less water and maintenance, it can look really awesome. You just want to make sure it doesn't look overgrown or uncared for. There's a huge difference between native landscaping and a natural weed patch. The goal is to make your yard look as clean and environmentally friendly, not overgrown and neglected. Before you do anything, take the time to drive by some of the nice and newer homes in your area. Notice the landscaping. Look at the bushes and flowers. Notice that the plants, for the most part, look young. It's clean and does not look overgrown. Visit a local nursery or two and talk to the staff there. You may have to talk to 2 or 3 people to find one with some real landscaping expertise, but that can be very worthwhile. Finally, your best bet is to always consult a professional landscaper. You can probably get a great referral from your real estate agent or a stager. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of how to get top dollar for your home. Join us next time as we continue through and show you how to get the most money when you're selling your home. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like our video, give me a comment, ask questions. I would love to help you get the most for your home. See you next time.